I need for you to believe in our family. We're Marsh forever.
Hi guys, welcome back to Marsh Forever. My name is Tiana, this is hubby Eric, and today we're going to be talking about our blueprints and our pre-construction meeting. If you guys are new here, welcome to our channel, and be sure to subscribe so that you can become a part of our Marsh Forever family. And if you're an oldie but goodie, thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. We really have been enjoying this journey, and we finally are moving forward. We're gonna first go over how the pre-construction meeting went. There are a list of questions that Eric and I had, some that were general that might help you guys, some that were very specific to our home. So I'm going to list all of the questions down below in the description, and we're going to go over the most important ones that we feel will help you guys in the video. The purpose of the pre-construction meeting is to basically go over everything in the house. So we had the blueprints in front of us. We were able to see the front, the sides, and the back of the house, which was very important because we were able to see our house essentially for the first time on paper. And then we also signed a bunch of paperwork because they put some, of course they filed and then, you know, had it for their records. But we also signed paperwork that will go in the windows of the house once the framing is up, and so the construction team knows exactly how we want our house built. We finalized all our options, all of our options, design, custom, and structural. They had a few errors in there, so we were able to fix those things as well that we'll go into in the video. We wanted to just tell you guys the overall purpose and what actually they do at pre-construction meetings.
Yeah, it's also the purpose of that meeting is also an opportunity for the sales rep and the project manager to kind of figure out what we need from them. You know, during the meeting, it was like several times we observed them taking notes of different things, you know, we wanted in our house, even wanted from them during the process, like little things that we wanted to kind of like be reminded of, and like some of the little changes that we made that was important, even if they couldn't tell us, like we were able to make that change now. They made sure that they wrote it down so that we could, like, you know, get what we want eventually. So it's an opportunity for both parties to meet, confirm, but also continue to build a relationship throughout the process. All right, so at the beginning of our meeting, the first thing we did was we met not our sales counselor, but we met the sales counselor that now oversees blueprint and pre-construction meetings because the builders are just swamped with other things. We also met the customer care specialist, and she is going to be like the liaison talking to the blueprints pre-construction counselor and us. So she'll be giving us updates. She'll be letting us know what's coming, what's happening, what we should get prepared for, if we have to do anything, things like that. And so she says she'll be reaching out to us on a bi-weekly basis, and as things start happening even more rapidly, then it'll probably be weekly or whenever she needs to reach out. And I like how she said she's available via text. We're about to be friends, okay? So the way they set it up is they first started by allowing us to ask questions first, which I like because he was able to say, okay, we're gonna go over this, we're gonna go over that. And the things that we had questions about that he wasn't gonna go over, he answered them right then and there. Or the things he might not have went into great detail about, he went over those things as well. Also, guys, our son is in the background, so he's having the time of his life, and we're not gonna interrupt him. So that is him having the time of his life. So one of the questions that I had to ask in the beginning of the meeting was about the draining system as it pertains to the outside of the house. In our previous house, our basement flooded multiple times, and it was a headache. So one of the things that we learned was that we will have a French draining system, which means that the drainage system will be underground, and it will run along the foundation of our house, which is good because it will push all of the water away from our house. And not only that, but he also told us that the way they structured the neighborhood in terms of like the slopes and the hills, it will also allow a lot of the water to run downhill, which will again push water away from our house. So it doesn't promise us, it wouldn't promise us that our basement would never flood, but it just means that that would be an advantage on our side. The next question I asked pertained to the HVAC system. In our last house, the AC was horrible. Like, we could not stand the ducting because even though the air was blowing, we just it seemed like we didn't feel it.
Yeah.
So we learned that there would be 2 zones as it pertains to the AC and the heat. So the first zone would include the first floor, which is the main level, and then it would be the basement. And I love this, but Tiana's not gonna like it. So we learned that the second zone is the entire upstairs. And here's my favorite part about it. The actual panel for the AC will be in our bedroom. So I got full control. We about to be an icebox.
You love to be cool, guys. What I'm gonna do is, you know how at businesses they put a lockbox around the thermostat? I'm gonna get our contractor to build some type of steel lockbox, and I'm gonna have the key and I'm gonna swallow it.
I'm gonna shoot it open.
He loves to be cold, but yeah, like he said, we'll have 2 thermostats. So one on the first floor, so you can easily access it for the first floor in the basement, and then there'll be one in our bedroom, unfortunately. Another question we had was about the water heater. So in our last house, we didn't have any problems. It went out one time when we first moved in, but I think the igniter went out and we just reignited it and we had no more problems. But we keep hearing about what is it, a tankless water heater, and so we just didn't know if that was the new thing they're doing. So we asked about that, and we will not have a tankless one. We will have a hybrid water heater, and basically the top is the heat and then the bottom is the gas. So the heat, I wrote it down, let me look. The heat is on top and it helps it pump quickly, and then the bottom one is gas and it helps it pump efficiently. So we'll have the hybrid. And also we asked them, of course, about the calendar, like the most important question. That was probably my first question. So when are we closing? Like, when can we expect to move in? When can we expect to start? But they don't have any exact dates. The only thing they said was that we were within the 190-day time frame for our house to be completed, but we're already within that. So he said around February or March, which we was originally told anyway. So I'm just, in my mind, I'm saying March, April, which is fine. We're not in any rush, honestly. We're very comfortable with where we are right now. He also told us why there were so many delays. So one, it's like almost impossible for them to find any siding. They were supposed to have 13 houses closed this month, but they only have 1 because they can't get a hold of any siding. And secondly, there are some metal clamps they use to help hold the foundation while they pour the concrete. They're having a hard time finding those. And the last thing is there's been a lot of bargaining with lumber. So they'll go to the the manufacturer or the distributor and say, hey, want some lumber? They'll say, hey, this price. They'll be like, okay, no. And then the lumber people will be like, okay, we're gonna give it to these people over here. So they've been just having a very difficult time securing the lumber.
So in the last video, we told you guys that we wanted to bury a Bible in the foundation before they built our foundation. And we ended up asking them, is that possible? The answer was yes. He also told us that we can pretty much place the Bible wherever we want to, as long as it's not in their way. So I think we're going to place it in the front, on the front porch. Kind
of in the porch.
Yeah.
So he was like, you can't do it when you pour. You put it in a slab or something.
Yeah, you got to put it in the slab. But to me, it just makes no sense to put it in the slab of the side of the house.
Yeah.
So unless we brought 4 Bibles and we placed the Bible, but that'd be getting too religious.
Right.
So we just going to put 1 Bible in the front, most likely where our front porch is going to go.
And I think that's important because before you walk across the threshold of our house, you will be anointed by the blood of Jesus. Thank you.
As you guys know, we like to visit our property almost every day if we could. So now that they're at the building, the prop where they're about to begin building, he pretty much told us, listen, Sundays is the best day for you guys to come and visit.
Yeah.
We really don't like going, we like going through during the week, but we generally try to go when they're not working, and that's during the evening time.
We don't be in their way.
Yeah, so we won't be in their way, and then you gotta worry about nails and all the other debris.
Because I went there one time and then I literally didn't even make it home. I made it 2 minutes down the street. Yep. I had to stop at the gas station and Eric had to come change my tires.
I was sweating bullets. and I made her buy me a Gatorade.
I did. It was $1. That was very worth it for the service that I had.
Yeah, I changed that time. 3 minutes. Get at me. Yeah.
You are lying. He is not. I mean, it wasn't long, but it definitely wasn't 3 minutes. Okay.
Well, you supposed to tell him it was 3 minutes.
No, I'm not lying.
All right, it wasn't 3 minutes, but
it was efficient. Like, it was efficient.
And she was sitting in the car AC, so yeah.
Okay.
Next thing is termite treatment. Like that is like very important, especially because I like to cook and like to barbecue. So you know, wood would definitely be
in that vicinity, yeah.
Of our house.
And this time the wood will probably be closer because the way you want to situate
the way
patio.
I want to situate it. But I mean, I'm still gonna make sure that the wood is, you know, at a safe distance. But guys that are out there getting a house built, termite treatment is vital. Definitely talk to your builder. Ask them if that's a possibility. I'm sure it is, and I'm sure it may vary depending on, you know, where you live based on the climate and stuff. But talk to them and see if that's an option. But you definitely want to get it.
So another important thing was how many inspections we can have, and he kind of gave us a really great answer. So he was saying, like, if we want to have a third-party inspector, they basically just need to do the inspection prior to the like real pre-drywall meeting or whenever like the real inspections are, and so that we can bring their notes to the meeting and they could like go over them with us at those meetings. So I like that because we're thinking about getting my dad to do just like the electricity one. He's an electrician, has been for over 20 years, and I just want to make sure that's right. And we're going to also have someone else come in as well just to look at everything on a comprehensive level. So he also went over what do you do when you find mistakes. So he wanted us to take a picture and send it to him in an email, but he did just say, like, trust the process, because there are some things that they know are incorrect and they are going to change them and fix them. For example, if there is a broken window, that's a very clear mistake. Like, there is no window treatment over the window, so they know it's broken and they probably already have the plan to replace it. But something like you see there's incorrect tile or it's in the incorrect pattern, that's something you want to say right away or as soon as possible, because that wouldn't be a part of the process, putting up incorrect tile just to put up correct tile. Or like for us, when they put our cabinets up, we need to make sure they put them linear, how we pay for the upgrade, because even in our blueprints they forgot that. So if we see them put them on the wall and they're staggered, we're going to have to say, okay, no, fix them right away, because they wouldn't stagger them just to move them up. We also went over where to put the electrical charger. So we are getting an electrical charger in our garage. We don't have an electric car right now, but we plan to get one for our future vehicles. And so we decided to put it in the middle, so in between the first and third car garage, so you can park in any spot and be able to charge your car. The last thing we really went over, or the most important thing, was the warranty. It's something we still have not read that we need to read, but we did go over the warranty just to say what's covered in a year, 2 years, 10 years, things like that. So that was helpful, but I still need to go through that warranty with a fine-tooth comb, because there are so many loopholes in it that we want to make sure that we get what we need when we need it and how we need it.
So now we're going to cover the part of the meeting where we realized that we made some human error on our part.
I am ignoring.
We made some human error on our part, and we also made some changes, additional changes to the house.
Yeah.
The first error that we made, well,
why are you saying we made it? We didn't make it.
Well, it's an error, but we just gonna take the L.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We're gonna take the L.
I'll take it.
We'll take it.
I didn't do it.
Because we failed to pay attention to detail, and it's okay. So it's this shower pan situation, y'all. In our master bathroom, we have the tile wall, and we also have the floor matching. It matches. Like, we talked about that.
We did.
That's what we wanted.
We wanted
talked about
the flow.
Yeah, we
up
wanted
the wall, down the wall, to the floor in the shower.
Yeah.
But she didn't put it on the thing because she sent us the invoice and it just had ceramic package.
Yeah.
But I should have kept being on it and saying break that package down.
Right.
But she didn't break it down, and because she didn't break it down, I didn't see the shower pan wasn't included. Because those prices were not in our thumb drive. The bathroom prices were only at the design center.
Right.
So we're gonna have a standard shower pan. I'm upset, but not that upset because our contractor, I texted her last night like furious, like, can you fix this? She was.
But see, the whole time in the meeting, like y'all should have seen Tiana's like mood, like her whole mood changed.
I was mad because
Like-
I know, because I do not like that shower pan, and there's no way we got this marble tile and I chose a basic shower pan. It's no way I did that. It's no way I did that because the shower pan was probably only additional $200. If I wanted to save $200, it wouldn't have been there.
Yeah,
It wouldn't have been there.
But I told Tiana, I was just like, listen, babe,
Call Miss Olive.
call Miss Olive. Miss Olive the bomb back
She the
home,
bomb.
y'all. So
She gonna
whatever-
slay our house.
Yeah, whatever they can do or whatever like they can do, but it costs too much, we call Miss Olive.
Yep.
Like that's the importance of having a contractor.
Yep.
She's loyal to us, we're loyal to her.
She's bomb. I can't wait. So I text her like, hey, can you do this? She's like, it depends on what it looks like. So I sent it to her. She's like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm like, thank the Lord, because I was really going to give them a hard time because there's no way I was going to live with that shower pan. So another error this is the error they made definitely, was the egress window. So in the basement, there are 2 regular full-size windows, and then in like the back, there's supposed to be another full-size window with an egress window. An egress window is important because it essentially makes sure that someone could exit out of the window if they needed to in case of an emergency, and that's what will make the possibility of having a bedroom in the basement. And we wanted to make sure that when we finish our basement, we have the option to add a 6th bedroom so that it can really skyrocket our property value. So they had like a small window down there. It's the same window we had in our previous house in our gym room. So they're gonna fix that. He actually said they have that problem a lot, and that's one of the main reasons why he started to take over the pre-construction meetings. So he's gonna work on that, and that I'm not negotiating about because that's a big difference. Like having a 6-bedroom house versus the 5-bedroom house is a big thing.
Yeah.
And also it can be done because the foundation has not been poured yet. He said once the foundation is poured, it's too late. And so that's something I'm definitely not negotiating, because I know for a fact I was told that. I asked that several times because I wanted to make sure we could have a 6th bedroom in the basement. So that's something they should be able to fix. Another thing we wanted were for them to change a door inside the master. So in one of their 2 master closets, now you walk into one, push the door open, and the light switch is right here, so you can just flick it on. And the other one, you push the door open, but the light switch is behind the door, so you have to open the door, walk around the door just to flick the light on. And so he said that's something you can just ask your builder to do, just to switch it over, or put a note in so the electrician knows to switch it over to this side, because that doesn't make any sense, like as far as like functionality, to go in my closet to go all the way around to flick the light on. So they're gonna fix that.
Now let's go back to the bathrooms for a second. One of the things we decided to do was remove the actual soap dishes. Tiana and I agreed at the table, we just don't want them. Nowadays you can kind of, you know, do your own thing, whether you want to go to a department store and get the like the soap dishes or soap dispenser.
Yeah, they like stick on the wall in the
stick on the wall
corners
with little suction cups on there, or we can have our contractor kind of put up a nice little shelf and do something. But like those soap dishes get real like
yucky,
nasty, yucky with soap scum. I mean, it's just extra work, things that we got to clean. So we just didn't want to do any of that, so we got rid of it. Another thing is we added lights to the secondary bathrooms. At first, again, this is human error.
This was definitely our fault. It was 150,000% my fault. I told y'all in a previous video, it's my fault, and it's okay.
So we finally got lights in the secondary bedrooms, so that's a plus. They was able to go back and add that. And then another thing that we didn't have was a light in our sitting room, which is in the master bedroom.
Yep.
But we got a light now, so you know we lit. We in there like swimming.
And he was able to do it like no problem. He was able just to slide it in there. We signed the paper, agreed to pay this extra cost. So I was very appreciative and thankful that he was able to do that. So it kind of also makes me feel better about the shower pan, because you don't get that, but you gonna get this. But I'm still getting my shower pan because of Miss Olive. So as long as the egress window get in there, we're good to go. We're good to go.
The Lord will make a way.
He shall.
Yeah.
He shall. But that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Ready? Here we go. That's all our time. To the next time. See y'all later. Bye.
Right by your side, the thick and the thin. I'll cherish you right till the end. That's all I need for you to believe in our family. We're Marsh forever.